Levi Strauss was a young man with a dream. Born in Bavaria, Germany in 1829, Levi grew up in a time of change and opportunity. His early years were spent in a small Bavarian village, surrounded by the rolling hills and the rich cultural heritage of his homeland. The Industrial Revolution was beginning to reshape Europe, bringing with it new ideas and possibilities. Levi was inspired by the stories of innovation and progress that were sweeping across the continent. From a young age, Levi was fascinated by the tales of distant lands and the promise of a better future. He often listened to travelers and merchants who spoke of the opportunities that lay beyond the horizon. America, in particular, seemed like a land of endless possibilities, a place where dreams could come true. The stories of the New World ignited a spark within him, fueling his desire to explore and achieve something greater. As he grew older, Levi's determination to seek a better life only intensified. The Industrial Revolution was transforming societies, and Levi wanted to be part of this wave of change. He saw America as a land of promise, a place where he could carve out a new path for himself. The idea of starting fresh in a new country, away from the constraints of his old life, was both exciting and daunting. America beckoned, a land of promise across the vast ocean. Like many others, Levi yearned for a better life. He dreamed of success and a chance to make his mark on the world. The journey to America was not an easy one. It required courage, resilience, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. But Levi was determined. He knew that the path to success was fraught with challenges, but he was ready to face them head-on. In 1851, at the age of 20, Levi set sail for New York City. He carried with him a few belongings and a heart full of hope. The voyage across the Atlantic was long and arduous, but Levi remained steadfast in his resolve. He spent his days on the ship dreaming of the opportunities that awaited him in the New World. The sight of the Statue of Liberty as the ship approached New York Harbor filled him with a sense of awe and possibility. Upon arriving in America, Levi was greeted by the bustling streets of New York City. The energy and vibrancy of the city were unlike anything he had ever experienced. He quickly realized that this was a place where dreams could indeed come true, but it would require hard work and perseverance. Levi was ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. He knew that his journey was just beginning, and he was determined to make the most of it. Little did he know that he would soon be caught up in one of the most significant events in American history. The gold rush was about to sweep across the nation, bringing with it a wave of fortune seekers and adventurers. Levi's journey was far from over. In fact, it was just beginning. His dream of success and making a mark on the world was about to take on a whole new dimension. The young man from Bavaria was ready to seize the opportunities that lay ahead and turn his dreams into reality. News traveled fast in those days, especially news of gold. The allure of wealth and the promise of a new life spread like wildfire. Newspapers, letters, and word of mouth carried the tantalizing tales of golden fortunes waiting to be claimed. People from all walks of life were captivated by the idea of striking it rich. The dream of gold was not just about wealth, it was about the possibility of a fresh start, a new beginning in a land of opportunity. In 1848, gold was discovered in California. This discovery was like a spark that ignited a massive explosion of excitement and ambition. The news of gold in the rivers and hills of California reached far and wide, creating a ripple effect that would soon become a tidal wave of migration. People imagined themselves panning for gold, finding that one big nugget that would change their lives forever. The reality of gold in California was a beacon of hope for many who were struggling to make ends meet. The whispers turned into shouts and the shouts into a roar. Communities buzzed with excitement and the air was thick with anticipation. The prospect of gold brought a sense of urgency and fervor that was palpable. People gathered in town squares and saloons and around campfires, sharing stories and making plans. The dream of gold was infectious, spreading from person to person, town to town, and eventually, across the entire nation. Gold, gold in California. The cry echoed across America and beyond, igniting a fever that would reshape a nation. The promise of gold was irresistible, drawing people from all corners of the world. It was a call to adventure, a chance to escape the mundane and embrace the extraordinary. The gold rush was not just a quest for wealth, it was a journey of hope, dreams, and the relentless pursuit of a better life. Thousands, then millions, were gripped by gold fever. They came by ship, by wagon, and on foot, enduring hardships and challenges along the way. The journey was long and arduous, but the promise of gold kept their spirits high. They traveled through treacherous terrains, faced harsh weather conditions, and often had to leave behind everything they knew. The gold rush was a test of endurance, resilience, and determination. They left their homes, their families, and their old lives behind, lured by the promise of fortune and adventure. The decision to join the gold rush was not an easy one. It meant saying goodbye to loved ones, leaving behind the familiar, and stepping into the unknown. But the dream of gold was stronger than the fear of the unknown. It was a chance to rewrite their destinies, to carve out a new path in a land filled with possibilities. This mass migration, known as the California Gold Rush, transformed America, and Levi Strauss would be right in the middle of it. The Gold Rush was a pivotal moment in American history, shaping the nation's economy, culture, and society. It brought together people from diverse backgrounds, creating a melting pot of cultures and ideas. Levi Strauss, a name that would become synonymous with the American spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship, found his place in this transformative era. The Gold Rush was not just about finding gold, it was about the birth of a new America. Arriving in San Francisco, Levi found a city bursting at the seams. The streets were alive with the hustle and bustle of people from all walks of life, each one driven by the promise of gold. Ships crowded the harbor, bringing in more hopefuls every day, adding to the already overwhelming population. The city was a melting pot of cultures and backgrounds, all converging in this dusty frontier in search of fortune. Tents and shacks sprawled across the landscape, creating a patchwork of makeshift homes. These hastily constructed shelters were a testament to the transient nature of the population, who were always ready to move at a moment's notice if a new gold strike was rumored. The living conditions were harsh, with little in the way of comfort or stability. Yet the promise of striking it rich kept the spirits high and the people resilient. Hastily built to accommodate the endless stream of fortune seekers, these structures were often little more than canvas and wood. The miners, driven by dreams of wealth, worked tirelessly to set up their temporary homes. Each new arrival brought with them stories of success and failure, adding to the ever-growing tapestry of the Gold Rush era. The sense of community, though fragile, was palpable as everyone shared the same goal: to find gold. The air buzzed with energy, a chaotic mix of hope, desperation, and the constant clang of hammers. The sounds of construction were a constant backdrop, as new buildings and businesses sprang up overnight. The miners, with their pickaxes and shovels, worked from dawn till dusk, driven by the hope that the next strike would be theirs. The atmosphere was electric, charged with the dreams and ambitions of thousands. Levi, ever the entrepreneur, saw opportunity in the chaos. He observed the bustling streets and the constant flow of people and realized that there was a need for more than just gold. The miners needed supplies, tools, and clothing to sustain their efforts. With his keen business sense, Levi knew that he could provide these essentials and build a successful enterprise amidst the frenzy. He established a dry goods business, selling everything from shovels and pickaxes to tents and clothing. His store quickly became a hub for the miners, who relied on him for their daily needs. Levi's ability to stock a wide range of products made his business indispensable. He sourced the best materials and ensured that his customers had access to everything they needed to continue their quest for gold. He listened to the miners, learned their needs, and adapted quickly. Levi's genuine interest in their stories and challenges earned him their trust and loyalty. He was not just a businessman, he was a part of the community. By understanding their struggles and aspirations, he was able to tailor his offerings to better serve them. This connection with his customers set him apart from other merchants. It was this keen sense of observation that would lead him to his destiny. Levi's ability to see beyond the immediate chaos and recognize the underlying needs of the miners was his greatest strength. He was not just reacting to the situation, he was anticipating it. This foresight would eventually lead him to create one of the most iconic products in American history, forever changing the landscape of fashion and industry. The miners faced brutal conditions. They toiled long hours under the hot California sun, their clothes ripped and torn by the rugged work. They needed pants that could withstand the rigors of gold mining, pants that wouldn't fall apart at the seams. Levi recognized this need and saw a solution. He purchased durable denim fabric from a supplier named Jacob Davis, a tailor from Nevada who had devised a unique way to reinforce pants with copper rivets at stress points. Section 5. Rivets of Strength. These rivets, placed at the pockets and fly, added remarkable strength to the pants. No more ripped seams, no more pants failing under pressure. In 1873, Levi and Jacob received a patent for their innovative design. The birth of the blue jean as we know it had arrived. These weren't just pants, they were a symbol of durability, functionality, and the American spirit of ingenuity. Section 6. The Pants That Endured. Miners embraced these new pants. Word spread like wildfire through mining camps and boomtowns. Levi's waist overalls, as they were initially called, became synonymous with toughness and reliability. They stood up to the harshest conditions, proving their worth day in and day out. Levi's jeans were built to last, and last they did. They became a badge of honor, a symbol of the hard work and resilience of the American West. Section 7. From Miners to the Masses. As the gold rush faded, Levi's jeans didn't disappear, they evolved. From the mines, they spread to ranches, factories, and eventually to every corner of American society. Their appeal transcended professions and generations. People from all walks of life embraced the durability, comfort, and simple style of Levi's. Section 8, a timeless classic, an American icon. Over the decades, Levi's jeans became more than just workwear. They became a cultural icon. From cowboys and rebels to movie stars and presidents, everyone seemed to be wearing them. They represented a sense of rugged individualism, a connection to American history, and a timeless sense of cool. Levi's became a symbol of freedom, rebellion, and the spirit of adventure. Section 9, more than just jeans. Today, Levi's jeans are a global phenomenon. They are worn in every corner of the world, a testament to their enduring appeal and the power of a simple idea. But Levi's is more than just jeans. It's a story of American ingenuity, of recognizing a need and meeting it with innovation and quality. It's a story that resonates with people because it reflects our own desire for durability, comfort, and a touch of timeless style.